to my channel. Welcome back to another monthly reset video. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that it's March. We've got the egg sweater out. I went and grabbed a coffee after my morning work shift this morning, and it's gonna be a great day. Monthly resets are our time to just kind of set some goals, reflect a little bit, and just kind of get grounded for the month ahead. I feel like I always say this, but it's not about like grinding and checking off these big to-do lists, but I just feel like by taking a little bit of time every month to kind of check in, I have had such better, more flowing months. And in the end, I do feel like I'm moving towards my goals perhaps faster or at least more peacefully than when I just set goals and then don't think about them and expect them to come true. So that's what this video is going to be all about today. I hope that it can serve as a fun and positive reminder for you guys to also check in with yourself, maybe set some goals for the month of March. And if you already know what's on your mind, I would love for you to comment it down below in the comments. Let me know, how are you feeling for March? What are you looking forward to, and what are some of your goals? I promise you it's good luck to write them down there, and I can't wait to chat with you down in the comments. So March is really exciting because it is the end of winter. It is the last month of winter. The days are brighter, and we're just looking forward to spring and to summer here in Montreal. I am just so excited. This month is also bringing some really big life changes for me. I am moving. I'm actually moving this weekend, moving in with my boyfriend and moving into an office space. So my goals this month are going to be very reflective of those changes. I can't wait to share them with you. We are going to be doing some very tangible goal setting, which we will get into in a minute. But I really hope you enjoy this video. Like I said, before we jump into everything, I really want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Yes, HelloFresh, I have been a customer of theirs, and I'm so excited that they are now a partner here on my channel. I feel like everyone has heard of HelloFresh by now, but they make the best, the most convenient, and the most delicious meal kits. I just got back from a 2-week vacation. I'm moving, like I said, so my fridge is completely empty. Coming home to a HelloFresh box was a lifesaver. What I love about HelloFresh is the convenience of not having to go to the grocery store and not having to wait in line, having your groceries delivered right to your door, not having to think about recipes, just getting to pick online from a big, delicious selection, but still being able to cook it yourself, feeling that accomplishment, knowing what's going into your food. And I just feel like it's such a fun activity, whether it's alone, with your partner, with your friends, to cook dinner. Whenever I have a busy week coming up, I love having HelloFresh because it helps me save money compared to buying takeout. It also helps you save money when there's a recipe that you want to try. You don't have to go out and buy all of these ingredients because HelloFresh ingredients come pre-portioned, so you save money that way as well. Personally, I like to order HelloFresh once a month, and I try and time it for those really busy weeks. You just log into your online account. You can choose when you want your box to come, pause the rest of the months. You can pause, cancel anytime. It's super easy. HelloFresh also just launched a new range of recipes called Climate Superstar, which have 15% less CO2 emissions than the same recipe when prepared with ingredients from the grocery store. So it's a really fun and easy way to make dinner time more sustainable. Last night, we cooked the first meal from the HelloFresh box. It was a meatball risotto, and it was so good. It was so nice coming home from vacation, like I said, to that empty fridge, but still being able to have a home-cooked meal. It was delicious. Everything I've ever got from HelloFresh has been so delicious, and it's been something that I've never made myself. So it's really nice getting that variety, getting to try out new recipes without having to run to the grocery store, having to buy all of these spices that you don't already have. It just saves you so much trouble. So it keeps me in the habit of making my meals at home, which again is more affordable. I also feel like it's a little bit healthier, all of that. Really exciting. With my code Zoe20, you can get up to 20 free meals for HelloFresh in Canada. How cool is that, you guys? I have been dreaming of having a HelloFresh sponsorship for so long, so I'm so excited to be working with them. Thank you again to HelloFresh, and thank you to all of you who watch my videos and make it possible for me to work with dream brands like this. It is such a dream come true. I'm so happy. Okay, so let's just reflect quickly on February. I feel like it's important to kind of look backwards before we look forwards. Okay, January. January was the longest month ever, and February was the shortest month ever. I swear, February felt like it went by in 2 weeks, where January felt like it went by in like 6 weeks. I don't know. I know there's like a few less days in February, but there's only 2 less days. Like, how is it that it felt so short? I can't say I feel like I really accomplished any of my goals in February. A lot of my goals were related to relaxing, being stress-free, and that's because I was going on vacation to Florida. So I thought it'll be easy to relax and whatever. I actually had the hardest time relaxing. I had horrible sleep the whole time I was on vacation. My jaw was clicking, like I was very, very stressed. I felt like I had a lot of anxiety. And I don't know if it was about like coming back to the move. I don't know if it's because I was working part-time while I was on vacation and kind of balancing work and vacation was a little bit challenging. I don't really know. There's kind of no point in speculating, but all that to say, I'm kind of happy to put February behind me. Really, really grateful that I got to go on vacation. Like that was so amazing. I had a fantastic time in Florida. So I'm not gonna like dwell on these goals and whether or not I achieved them. I'm glad I sat down and reflected at the beginning of the month, but here we are, it's a fresh start. And I love that. I love that every month we can look at it as a fresh start. And there's just no point in being hard on yourself if you didn't accomplish 1, 2, 3, all of your goals. Who cares? Let's move on. That being said, it is important to celebrate when you accomplish your goals. I feel like one of the goals that I will have accomplished, I have to do my financial check-in later, but I do think I accomplished my income goal for the month, and I think I will accomplish my debt payoff goal as well. So we're gonna do monthly money later. That's a separate video that you guys can look out for, but I do want to take a moment to acknowledge that because that's really exciting when I hit my financial goals. It makes me so happy. Now, moving forward for March, these big life changes are coming up. So I'm not going to set these really specific concrete goals because I don't know what my life is going to look like. I feel like my life is going to look like unpacking boxes, moving stuff around, decluttering, and I don't know. I just want to go easy on myself. My big goal for March is to set a new routine. I really want to take this moving opportunity. I'm moving in with my boyfriend to kind of simplify life. Right now we've been, like we spend most of our nights together. So it's like, sometimes I wake up at his place, sometimes I wake up here. You know, I have like a different skincare routine there and here. My clothes are different. I have way less selection over there. And going to the gym, it's a little bit more complicated. So I'm just really looking forward to simplifying life, nailing down a healthy, kind of wellness focused, mental health focused, just everything simple and well and happy and peaceful routine. So that's really what I want to reflect on today is what do I want to be in this new routine? What do I want it to look like? What do I want it to feel like? And I want to actually go onto Canva after, create a printout for this routine because I love printouts. I love having like little graphics and having stuff on paper so that every day I can look at it and kind of hold myself accountable to this new routine. Obviously it could change. We're gonna see how things go, but that's what I wanna focus on for the month of March is nailing down that routine. I feel like I've never had the most concrete routine or the most like wellness routine, but I've always craved it. And I would always start one and then it would last maybe a week tops. And I just really want to take this opportunity again as a fresh start and a chance to nail something down that is sustainable, which means not cramming in too many steps, not making it unrealistic, making it feel fun and seamless and easy. But it's something I really want to do for myself is finally have that routine that feels good and that I stick to. I also really want to make a new vision board. The last time I did a vision board was in November. This is what it looks like. And it's just very like winter focused. So I want to get one that's a little bit more spring focused. So to do all that, we are going to head over to my computer. But before we do that, let's take a moment and journal. I just want to reflect again, what does my routine look and feel like? And that is also going to transfer over to my vision board. I finished my coffee while filming that intro, so maybe let's go make a tea, then we'll get settled, let's journal, let's just make this a positive experience. And I want you guys to do the same. When you're watching this, I want you to do the same. You know, play some music, play some YouTube videos that make you feel fun. My desk. I'm really gonna miss this little filming setup when I move. I feel like just like seeing myself in the viewfinder, it feels really cozy because I don't know, I've just filmed so many videos like this and I'm gonna miss it. I don't know, made me weirdly emotional. I keep having, while preparing to move, these kind of like pangs of emotion of like, oh my God, this is the last time I do this in this apartment. This is the last time I do that. And it's just like, it's such a weird feeling. So before we go over to Canva and make the graphic for this routine, I want to just run through some of the keywords that I wrote down. I really just wrote whatever came to mind first, and these words are going to apply for the routine and then also for the vision board that we're going to make afterwards. Why am I like shy suddenly? Okay, so I wrote down, my new routine feels calm, seamless, peaceful, healthy, strong, beautiful, refreshing, empowering, successful, productive, self-care, sunny, early, and warm and cozy. I feel like a lot of these are mostly related to my morning routine. And when I think about my routine, the first thing that comes to mind is my morning routine. I think that's because one, I'm really like a morning person. I really just love the mornings and I love having that sense of routine in the morning. I think two, because I've never built a routine for myself beyond a morning routine. And then three, I think it's because the morning routine, for me at least, really sets the foundation for the rest of the day. So I really see like my mornings being these calm, peaceful, warm and cozy things, but why shouldn't the rest of the day feel like that? I feel like I've gotten really good at having these nice mornings where I feel good and I feel confident and I'm all warm and cozy self-care, and then that's done. It's like check off the list, okay, go. And then sometimes, a lot of times when I'm working on work days, the rest of my day feels like I'm just running, sprinting, busy, be productive, da. And that's where so much of my anxiety comes from and so much of these feelings of being overwhelmed. So why shouldn't these words carry over into the rest of my routine? Like why should I be stressed all day? I feel like I really have this association with like being stressed to being productive or being overwhelmed to being productive, and that is what it takes to be successful. That in order to be successful, in order for me to feel proud of myself and work towards my goals, I need to be pushing myself to the ultimate limit, driving myself insane, filled with anxiety, working nonstop throughout the day. And I just really want to break that habit. I feel like, you know, within these four walls, I feel like that energy is really trapped in here. I don't know if it's because I went through COVID here, so I was really like going through that kind of 24/7 at home, work from home, everything. I don't know if it's because I went through like losing my job and starting being self-employed here and just having those really busy months. I don't know where I got that habit from, but I think it's a really bad habit. I think it's actually a horrible habit that we feel proud of ourselves for making ourselves anxious. Like, what a life. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on about that. But I really want those tendencies to end here. I want to leave that behind when I close the door to this apartment. So those are my keywords. What do you think of them? Let me know. I don't know. Personally, I really like those keywords, and I'm really excited to bring all of that into my life. That being said, if my old habits creep up, I can't be too hard on myself. It's not gonna be, you know, just because you change locations doesn't mean that your whole life flips over and you're a brand new person. No, you still have to kind of work on yourself, work on breaking some of those patterns and those habits. But I do think this new location is going to be great to facilitate that fresh start. I'm gonna unplug my laptop because when I turn away to face the screen, I think you guys have a harder time hearing me. So we're gonna do it like this. For anything that is creative, that requires me to make graphics, make something look pretty, I use Canva. I love Canva so much. I highly recommend it. I have the pro plan because I use a lot of the extra features for YouTube stuff, for making invoices. But if you don't want to pay for it, the free plan is pretty good as well. I really recommend it for if you're someone like me who likes to have these kind of printout things, or even if you just want to use it, like let's say on your iPad, you can make it on Canva and make it look beautiful just with the free plan alone. And personally, I think that makes it a little bit more motivating. So we're gonna open Canva. I'm gonna open up a new design. Okay, I tried a couple of templates, but they didn't really have what I want. So I'm just gonna make one kind of from scratch really quick. Gonna use the elements here. Ooh, why is it yellow like that? Alrighty, it's all done. Here is the final result. It's not the like ultimate, most aesthetic, beautiful, whatever, but my printer only prints in black and white and I don't feel like spending so much time on it, but I think everything I did just uses the free version of Canva. So you kind of saw what I did. You can play around and create your own if this inspired you. I'm gonna go ahead and print this. Here we go. It seems like I'm running out of printer ink, but my plan is this is for 1 week and then I'm gonna print out 4 of these so I can check them off every time. So it's super interactive. I love making these little boxes that you can check off. Here, maybe on this side, it's more clear. Now it's pretty repetitive, but again, I just want this to serve as a daily reminder, plus to have the daily motivation of checking off each of these little boxes. Then at the end of the month, I'll be able to look back and reflect and see what stuck, what didn't stick, and maybe adjust for the next month. So my new routine for March 2023, let's start with the morning routine. 5:30 a.m. wake up. I know that sounds crazy, but I really love waking up early. It makes me happy. And a couple times a week, I go in to work at the spin studio at that time anyways. Well, not at that time, but I have to wake up at that time to get there to my shift on time. So rather than some days waking up really early and then sleeping in the other days, I've read that it's really important when you're waking up early to wake up at the same time every single day. So 5:30 a.m. is my goal wake up time. Then I want to either go to work or do a workout. So on the days when I'm not going to work, I want to do a morning workout. On the days that I go to work, I will go to work. Reading and journaling in the morning is something that makes me feel so good. I just love it so much. Most days I already do this when I don't go to work. However, when I do go to work, I still want to get in the habit of when I come home, or even if I'm up early enough before, to just do a little bit of reading and journaling time, because it's really like my me time. So I want to make sure that I'm doing that every day in the morning. This is going to seem weird, but having breakfast, sometimes I skip breakfast and then by lunchtime I'm like ravenous. Literally exhibit A, I did that today. And as I'm filming this, it's lunchtime and I'm super, super hungry. So I really want to stop doing that and really get in a good habit of having 3 meals a day. And I also wrote protein on here. I want to make sure that I'm getting protein for breakfast and not just eating like toast and jam, but making sure that I'm having a good protein breakfast every single morning. I put Maggie's walk on here. I'm not moving too far from where I currently live, but there's a really nice little walking route really close to where I'm going to live. And I really want to make that kind of a daily part of my routine, is walking around the area, making sure Maggie gets a really nice long walk in the mornings. And then this is so bougie and I'm so grateful that I'm going to be able to do this, but I put sauna on here. So in the mornings when I work out, when there's time, I know there's not always going to be time and this doesn't have to be an everyday thing, but as much as possible, I really want to take advantage of the fact that the building I'm moving into has a sauna. Whenever I do the sauna, oh my gosh, I feel so reset, so refreshed. So I put that on the morning here as well. Next little box section is lunch. So I literally put lunch on here to make sure that I'm taking a break and eating lunch every single day. I also, this is just random, but I really want to get in the habit of meal prepping. It's not something that I currently do, but now that I'm going to have an office, I really want to get good at prepping my meals so that I'm not buying lunch. I'm not wondering, oh shoot, what's for lunch? Like, meal prepping is going to be important. I put workout here for the times when I can't work out in the morning. It's not 2 workouts a day. It's just kind of one or the other. And then on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, these are my content work days. So YouTube, things for Instagram, stuff like that. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, these are going to be my contract days. I actually got into this habit over vacation, and so that's been really nice. And it makes me just feel so much more efficient, so much less stressed. So I really like that balance of 2 days for contracts, 3 days for content. And then the evening is the same every single day. There's a workout here again. It's not to do 3, it's not to do 2 a day. It's just to do it wherever I can. And it doesn't have to be like a intense sweaty workout. It's really just some form of movement. That could even be stretching. I would put that under that category. Maggie's training, if you know, you know. I put floss on here. I really want to get better at flossing every single day. And then a 10 p.m. bedtime. I do think a 5:30 a.m. wake up and a 10:30 bedtime is not enough sleep. I would like to get more, but I already have a hard time going to bed at 10. So I'm gonna set 10 as my goal for, let's say, the first 2 weeks of March and then adjust from there. Ideally, I'd be in bed by like 9:30. That is like my goal. So that's my new routine. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think this is realistic. I feel like this is in line with everything that I said, those goal keywords. I'm really excited to put this into action. To me, looking at this, I feel inspired. I feel like this is kind of like what a dream Zoe would do. And yeah, I just feel really inspired and excited. With that feeling, let's go back to my computer, and now I'm going to make a vision board. Back on the laptop to make the vision board, again, I use Canva and I also use Pinterest. To start, I'm just gonna scroll through Pinterest and download some photos that inspire me. I'm on my homepage right now and I already just love everything I see. I mean, the Pinterest algorithm is too good. I mentioned this in one of my last videos, but I'm currently thinking about saving up for a luxury bag. So that's why all of my homepage seems to be like designer bags, which is a little bit freaky. I also really want to get like long, see how short actually it's really growing. But yeah, long hair is on here. So I'm just gonna scroll through these and choose some of my favorite photos. And to do this, you can just right click and then save image as. I like to give it a name so that when I'm pulling it into Canva, I know what it is. So we'll just say like warm athleisure. This I love for like Italy vibes. This I love. This picture is going on for sure in line with my new workout goal. Well, it's not really new. I had that goal before. Let's see moving, if there's any cute pictures for moving. Okay, I have so many pictures. I'm feeling so inspired. You guys, I can't emphasize enough how much fun this is. Truly, truly, truly. I'm gonna go back over to Canva. Then in the creative design, I do wallpaper or background, phone wallpaper. So choose whichever phone you have. If you have iPhone, Android, whatever. That way it's the right size for you. Then I go to the upload tab and I'm gonna upload all of these photos. Something that I often do, kind of not a mistake, but a little flaw, I guess, with when I used to make vision boards is I would make them so that they look good on this screen. And what would end up happening is I would make the pictures really big and I'd have to cut out a lot of the photos that I downloaded. This time, I'm gonna try making the photos smaller. So it might look a little bit more cluttered, but so that I can really put more so that it stays super inspiring. Every time I look at my phone, there's gonna be something new. And I just wanna try that. So now I'm gonna drag all of these pictures in, kind of overlay them to make them look good. So the vision board is done. Here is the final result. I love it so much. I feel like it's so inspiring and just uplifting, motivating. I'm feeling so good right now. I literally feel on a cloud, so ready to implement this new routine and enter this new month and also this new kind of life stage for me with the move and everything. Once you've made the vision board on Canva, you can just send it to your phone. I use it as the background and I love it so much. I won't run through every single picture, but basically there is some new furniture on here that I would like to get for the apartment that I would like to kind of manifest. Just the general vibe of like simplicity, wellness. Those banana pancakes looked too good not to include. We've got the long hair, we've got a desk shot for my new office, some workout shots, the vacation in Italy, drinking water, reading. And this little puppy picture is actually the picture I used when I was manifesting Maggie. So I put it back on here just to symbolize like her training. Plus I love her. And this picture is, like I said, what I used while I was manifesting Maggie and it came true. Maggie looks so much like this dog in the picture. So it's also my little reminder that what you put on your vision board can absolutely come to life. On that note, you guys, I am going to wrap up this video. It was so much fun hanging out with you doing this monthly reset. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments once again how you are feeling for March. I hope you're feeling amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again to HelloFresh for sponsoring, and I will see you all in my next video. There is so much exciting content coming up, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I will stop talking. Bye.